Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So I am titling this one Better Late Than Never because they're late. But it's not really my fault. This one's a little bit my fault because I forgot it was sitting there. These are definitely not my fault because they didn't arrive in time. Before I get into all that, I just want to make an announcement. This is 2 weeks after the fact, but C1 through 4 and D1 through 4 of the Diane Kapoor's colors are now in her store. So we will be testing these in the very near future if you want to see what they look like. They've all been named. They're all in the store. None of our people got the name this time. She didn't tell me anyway. So we will try these. These are gorgeous colors. I'm not going to do them today though, but I did want to mention that. These came from Bobby Joe. These came in my package of this month's Into Resin Molds. However, because these were in my package, my other two that they sent have not arrived. So I put everything together. I was waiting till the other package arrived to do one big grand unboxing. However, they still haven't come. They're like a week after this package arrived. So I have 3 of the ones I chose. I don't have the other 2. Well, in the meantime, while this was sitting here, I forgot this was an Easter mold. This is a little bunny jar. It's very cute. So I'm a day late and $1 short. So we're going to do that anyway. These, she ordered way before St. Patrick's Day, and I literally just got them. So these are not my fault late, but I want to do them anyway because they look really cute. So we got 4 St. Patrick Gnomes today. I pulled out this one because all of these powders I need little samples for so I can glue onto them. I pulled out all different brands today. Laura's Art Corner Pink Rose Shimmer, which is very pretty. That's going in the bunny jar. Everything's going in the pressure pot. No need for the vacuum chamber today. Then we've got Ivory Glow for one of them. We have Olive Green for one of them because I'm feeling like everything's going to be done after the fact. I am definitely not going to go in here and try to figure things out, paint it with mica, clean it. I'm not going to do that. Eye Candy Gauge Green I thought would be cute for Shamrocky. And then we're just going to do a pearl white one just because I want a pearl white one because I think green and white will go together after the fact. So I did measure them with alcohol. This one holds 4.5 maybe. And then each of these are 3 and this one's 2. So I will get some resin mixed up, grab some gloves, and all we got to do is mix it up, pour it in, stick it in the pressure pot, and cure it. I've got the resin dispenser dispensing out my resin, so I don't need to do that anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my micas and get them dissolved in mica powder while I'm waiting for that dispenser to be finished. Now, it's not the fastest machine in the world, but it is very accurate. I have to say that. And you don't have to lift anything. So I do love that machine. I use it every day now. Can you, a lot of people say, can I pour it faster? Yes, you can pour it faster. Of course you can pour it faster. But do you want to pour it? If you are able to pour it is the question. Some people can't pour resin. And that's really mostly what I think. Let me put a little bit more. This one's pretty. This would help a lot if you cannot lift your jugs of resin. And if you happen to be not very good or your eyesight's not good and you can't see your lines, I don't think I need that much, then this one is being accurate and you don't even have to worry about it. You just go pick it up when it beeps and you're done. That's why I like it. It's very simple to set up. I did a video, if you missed it, on the setup of it. It measures in ounces or milliliters by volume, not by weight. I was a little confused the first day and I said by volume on ounces, but it was actually, or I said by weight on ounces, but it was actually by volume. So everything is by volume because that's what Let's Resin does. That's how their resin is measured. It's not by weight. So of course their machine, I thought it didn't make sense at first when I was doing that, but I don't know. Everything's by volume. So I think it's working on part B right now. I can hear it changed over. You could probably hear it in the background. And then I will stir it. Today will be the hand mixer because I put it in a 20-ounce cup and none of my mixing heads fit on a 20-ounce cup. I mixed up 17 ounces. This way I can have just a little bit left over in case I need it. That's a pretty one. I don't know if I've used that. I mean, it was open, but I don't remember using it. This one's pretty too. Lots of colors I haven't. I wanted to pick some things that I didn't normally do. Almost spilled that. Yet still looked okay with some shamrock gnomes. And I'm only one day late on the Easter bunny, so that's not too bad. I should have put it in yesterday's video, but by the time I realized that I forgot it, it was too late. Everything was already in the pressure pot, curing and halfway done, and I'm like, oh, I'll do it late. It's okay. Nobody's gonna mind. Okay. Let me go grab the resin, get it stirred up, and then we'll start mixing.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright.
Alright, I got everything mixed. I pulled out one of these measuring cups just so I can be accurate. I know I have extra, but that's okay. I'm gonna do 4 ounces of the pink and just take it from this one into that one. Let me just put it in here. I don't necessarily need to scrape it. And then I'm just going to take it from here, put it into the mold, and set it onto the... Now, this is the only one that is not matte. Those little gnomes are matte molds. So don't be surprised by the satin look to it when it comes out. This one's obviously a diamond one. I wonder, well, you know what? It looks light on my stick, but I think it's going to be fine because those facets are going to be beautiful. Now, this is a split mold for some reason. I don't know why, but it is. So it's split. I'll know when I take it out, I guess, how hard it is. I just want to... I'm just doing this one a simple pour, just pink for Easter. Not going to get all fancy and do like marbling or anything, although Don's marbling came out fantastic yesterday. If you missed that video, I did not expect the outcome, but it was fantastic. Okay, that's good. I just have a little bit left, so that took almost 4. Let's get this onto my lower shelf. I don't know, maybe they'll all fit on there, not sure. Let's see, the smallest one, oh, this took 2 ounces, not 3. I'm definitely gonna have extra. Definitely going to have extra. So now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the extra. Let's do 2 ounces of the white. And if the extra thing doesn't fit in the pressure pot, then I will vacuum chamber that. Oh, you know what I want to do? I wanted to put some of each color into this little mold here so I can have an example for my jar. I know I'm going to forget because I'm not in that habit quite yet. But I will get into that habit because I have hundreds of colors that need to have a label on them, so I know what they look like when they come out of resin. Or should I say, go into resin. I don't really need to like crazy mix it. I just need to get it like, it's already been dissolved, so I just want to get it out of those little spots in the corners of these cups. This one is a little skinny. Is this one shiny? No, I don't think so. I thought I saw some shine. Let me squeeze the bottom. I don't know what I'm working with until it's probably just a pointy hat, I'm guessing. I did look at the pictures, but I don't remember who's who, what's what, what's on there. I don't really need an example of the pearl white because pearl white is pearl white. I will top them off once I get them into the pressure pot. I'm going to just set that right up against that because it looks to me like it could tip over if it really wanted to. The others are 3 ounces, so I'm going to go to the 3 ounce mark. About 3 ounces. I mean, I'm guessing I didn't mix it. I measured it with alcohol. That way I don't have to dry my molds out. You can use water if you're not going to use it right away. Just got to make sure there's no water in that mold. So if you have some alcohol, just dump it in and then dump the alcohol back into your container so you don't waste it. This is that gorgeous olive green. Is that what it is? Olive green by Let's Resin. Look at that. Everything has a place. Every color has a reason. Let's do this one. That one just goes to a little point in his hat. There was just a little drip of alcohol left in there, so that should be okay. I'm not going to top it off, so just under 3, probably 2.5. We're definitely going to have some extra. Oops. Let's get that right there. Okay, let's do another 3. And what did I not do yet? I did those 2. I did the white, Gauge Green. I think that was the name. Yep, Gauge Green. And then the golden one. And then we got to figure out the extras. This is going to be a lot of finish work tonight. Actually, it's going to be tomorrow. I'm pouring late in the evening. So tomorrow evening is the next chance I will have to be messing around in here. So that one just goes to a point in his hat. Really not much to get caught in these little molds yet that I can see until we pour them the first time and know. I'm really going to group them together pretty tightly. And then another 3. Yeah, I definitely have extra. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my gosh, I have 4 ounces left. What the heck? Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put these in here. I just need the flattest little disc. That one, I did the pink. I don't need the white. I'll do the Gauge Green. White always comes out white. But these other colors can be darker. Some of them a lot darker than you expect. So that's why I'm doing this. And then this one is Ivor Glow by Dianca Pours. So she's slowly releasing her 2026 collection. That's kind of exciting. So hopefully maybe the next day or 2 we can check out the new colors. This is really pretty golden. Let me do this one real quick before I forget, because I know I'm going to have plenty. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do with 4 ounces? I got to find a mold. Okay. I'm not going to worry about it yet, but I do want to get it in the pressure pot if I can. Okay, there's those. So what I'm going to do is just transfer this over to the pressure pot carefully, top them all off so they are all domes because they are going to shrink in there. And then I will worry about the extra. Let's pour this lighter mold that I got yesterday from Elisa in Happy Mail. I'm just going to pour the rest in here and just kind of do the glitz effect with it and see what happens. I don't know what it's going to hold. I don't even know what I have left. I still have to find something for that big 4 ounces, but I knew I wanted to use this too. I'm just going to use all these colors that I just mixed up, and we'll see what they look like. Even the pink. Let's put the pink in too. Why not? The pink is probably going to get lost. And this all could just muddy to get it together. I don't know. The guessing game. This may be like... See, Don is better at it because he's pretty slow and streamy with his, and I'm just like dumping it in to get it in. I think I'll put this in the pressure pot too. Why not? I still have some extra. Let's try a dirty pour in these little turtles that she sent along with that. So I'm just gonna layer these colors, and whatever we get, because there's not a lot left. There's enough to get a couple layers of each one. Probably 2 layers of each one. And I still haven't picked a mold for the 4 ounces. Get some gold in there. Probably 1 layer of the pink. This is very transparent, this pink one. Now I did not put this through the pressure or the vacuum chamber. I should have, but I didn't. It's okay. Actually, I could probably fit these into the pressure pot on the top shelf, so it doesn't even matter. That one. And that one. I think I'm going to give it like a little stir. Those are all done. I'm going to stir it with a little stir stick. That way they don't come out in like... Ooh, these are going to be so cool. I bet you any money they're going to be pretty. I don't ever have a lot of luck with dirty pours. But when it's extra, I don't mind trying. And one more. I'm not going to make it. Not going to have enough. I'm going to use some of that clear that I have sitting over here to fill him up. Could also put like a little pebble in him. Oh, look at that. He is filling up. I only need literally a drop just to get him full. And that's going to give him a crackle effect, I bet you any money. And this one too. Okay, perfect. Let me find a mold for the rest now. I pulled this mold out I have had for ages. It came in Happy Mail. I have never poured it yet. So I pulled out 3 colors. Bear and Cashmere, which is one of her newer ones. The same one, Ivory Glow. And I'm going to try another dirty pour since I have extra. And I want to play with it because I think those turtles are going to come out pretty amazing. And I'm just going to put some of this pearl white in. So it's 2 of the same, and then I just pulled out that extra one. Then I'm just going to split that 4 ounces, and whatever it fills, actually it's probably going to fill more than this because I don't think that takes 4 ounces. But it doesn't matter. So let's get these dissolved and split. And then I won't have to put it through the vacuum chamber because I'm going to put this on the top shelf of the pressure pot and just let everything cure together. Sounds like a plan to me. And then I'm going to get another cup so I could pour them all together. So let's get them all out pretty evenly. And then scrape my cup here. Make sure I get everything. There's always like ½ ounce to an ounce, depending on how much are on your sidewalls, how big your cup is. So if you're wondering where your resin is that you measured, it's in your cup. It's definitely in there. So this is the white. I think I'll just grab one of those dirty cups and use it again just to pour it back in so I don't waste another cup. And then this one, I don't know if we're gonna see, oh gosh, did I spill that? I don't know if we're gonna see all three, but it's a good way to figure this out. All right, beautiful. So let's get this cup out of here. Actually, no, that one's too tall. I'm going to just pour it in layers. No rhyme or reason. Three layers. And then I will probably have to find another mold because I know, and this could all turn one color. I just don't ever know what's going to happen. That's why I don't do dirty pours very often. I'm just gonna, that's it. Pour it in. Oh gosh, yeah, it's going to take it all, that's for sure. That thing holds a lot. I think that's a soap or a freshie mold. I know it's not really a resin mold. You can use it for resin, of course. Okay, that's done. I'm just gonna scrape all these out. I've already got my little bear in cashmere sample on that bottle, so I don't need a little button made for that one. Just gonna pour it in there and that's it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get you the comment of the day. And for me, it will be tomorrow when we unmold.
They said, y'all come on down through a screen from miles away. Tara laughed, Lou waved, felt like family that day. Long time watching that show, thought we'd only ever meet online. Then they opened up their door, said this living room is yours and mine. Oh, is that glitz and glitter kind of friends, turning viewers into kin, from a couch to a harbor wind. They just welcomed us right in, out on the water, hearts confess. Can't believe how much we've been blessed. Michelle and Don keep saying yes to glitz and glitter kind of friends. Coffee cups on the counter, laughter spilling down the hall. Loaded up the cooler and the tackle, hit the dock, we had it all. Boat ride out past the bay, pelican skimming low and slow. Then those dolphins broke the waves like the Lord put on a show. Hey, it's that glitz and glitter kind of friends, turning viewers into kin, from a couch to a harbor wind. They just welcomed us right in. Fish on the line, sun in the west, stories and sandwiches, not a thing left unsaid. Michelle
24 hours later, I am back in my room. If you guys enjoyed those little pictures from today, so I poured this last night, as you know, because Tara and Lou were amazing hosts. Tara reached out to me. She's been a viewer for almost 2 years, she said. And they are from Canada, but they have a home here in Southwest Florida. So she reached out. We met for dinner one night, and then it's been a couple of months since then, and she invited us to go out on their boat in their beautiful home in Southwest Florida. We had an amazing day. Tara and Lou, thank you so much for being such wonderful hosts. We had such a great time. As you could tell, it was a gorgeous day outside. She even gave me some Happy Mail hand-delivered at her own house, and it is this huge jug because she heard me say that we didn't have a huge jug for large pours for river tables. So she bought me one. I'm like, I didn't even know I said that. So apparently I said that. So thank you so much, Tara and Lou. I can't thank you enough. They treated us to a beautiful meal out on the boat. We had a wonderful time. They were fishing. We wanted to catch a shark, but we did not catch any shark. But that's okay. It was beautiful nonetheless. So now it is 24 hours later since I poured them. And let's get these out. These are the... This one is the pink rose shimmer that I will glue to the bottom here because I always keep everything upside down. But that's basically the same color, which I like to compare that, if it's the same color in the bottle or not. Then we've got olive green, which is this one. Compared to that, it is much darker, as you can see through the side. But it is more beautiful in the resin, I think, than it is out of the resin. So that is the olive green. I always keep mine upside down. You don't have to do that, but I keep mine upside down in my drawer. Here's the gauge green, which is slightly darker than the powder, but not much at all. So you can kind of bank on the color right out of the bottle for that one. And this one is the Ivory Glow, which is slightly darker than the powder. So that is good to have those little pieces. When I pulled this out of the pressure pot, I pulled everything out. This one shrunk so much, there was no bottom at all. So I squirted some UV resin just to put it on the bottom, and then I ended up with a whole bunch of bubbles, even though I checked for bubbles before I turned the light on it. So it doesn't matter. It's just my extras anyway. So let's see. I'm wondering if this is going to fit the lighters that I use. This is the lighter mold. I'm reminding myself, not you, because literally for you it was 15 seconds ago. But for me it was 24 hours, so got to remind myself what I did here. Everything is obviously fully cured and fully cooled. I didn't even heat anything up. I just left it in the pressure pot for 24 hours. Oh, this actually looks really nice, and it was just all my little extras. This is a pretty cool little mold here. I don't want to... Oh, I thought I ripped it. I didn't rip it. Okay, let me get this put back fairly quickly before I ruin it. Just don't leave your molds sitting out all wonky like this after you demold them. Make sure you put them back in their original form so you'll have it for a long time. But look at that. That is so nice. And I just put all those colors in. Of course, I got a clear bottom, but that totally stinks. Let's see if these even fit. Well, it doesn't fit that well. This one goes wide. This is probably for a Bic. Does this one fit? No, I got to get a regular one. So this probably fits a normal Bic lighter. I don't think that's not that brand, but look at that. That looks so cool. I like it. Now when I go to the store next, I'm going to pick me up a lighter just to see if it's going to fit in there. Let's do the extras first. Then I got a lot of finishing to do. I'm like, I gotta go. I got so much finishing to do tonight. But that is so cute. Look at all those colors just mixed in there. I love it. This was the dirty pour. That's right. This was the dirty pour. It really worked. That one came out beautiful. So sometimes dirty pours work and sometimes they don't. Just depends what's coming out of your cup first. So here's the differences. They're all very similar. I like that one the best. It's got the most colors in there. So very cute. We'll just highlight their little shells. Here's the Highland cow. That's half full, but what's the point? Why do we need to fill it? Oh gosh, I forgot it's a matte mold. This is shiny, but I'm gonna highlight it. Yeah, maybe I'll highlight it with my gilding paint or something. It's not the best. I don't remember how I poured it. Was this a dirty pour too? Quite possibly was. Like I said, it's been 24 hours and a lot in between went on. So, I think we could fix it up. If she's got a bow on her head right here, the horns, her face, her nose, her mouth. Okay, it's cute. It's cute, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll make it cuter. So the split mold here, I'm going to have to cut the tape off. This is the tape that came with it. I didn't put this tape on. So I will have to, obviously tape it up again when I use the mold. This is the Easter Bunny. I just got to try to cut that off without cutting up my mold. There we go. So my guess is it must be hard to get out if I'm doing it as a split mold. I typically just push down from the top, but maybe that's not the case in this one. Oh, you know why? Because this is a jar and it's got that big piece of silicone in the middle. Oh, it's a little jar. It actually looks like it would hold just an egg. I think they call it a jar. I'm not sure, but you could still see the shimmer through the facets, so that's pretty cool. It's cute. I might highlight a little bit, but it doesn't really need a whole lot. I'm going to trim the bottom. It literally looks like it holds one egg. That's the shape of it. It looks so much bigger in here. Huh. Okay, no problem. It's cute. It looks like it's a throne for an egg. The egg throne. All right, let's get these babies out. These are very soft silicone. Hopefully. Oh, look at that one. He's got ears. It almost looks like it could be an Easter one. I could turn those into flowers instead of clovers, and you would have an Easter bunny, like an Easter gnome. I think that's what I'm going to do for this one. So you basically, on a gnome, you pour your base color and then you just color everything else in. So your biggest color, which is basically the hat, was be the gold, and then everything else I will paint afterwards. Cute! No bubbles or anything. That's why I love that pressure pot. I love it. Okay, next one. Let's do this guy. I forgot to clean the bottoms of my molds, but there's not much on there. This is the pearl white. I got a lot of painting to do tonight. This is definitely shamrocky. We got the clovers on the hat. But that's okay. Clover, what's that in his hand? I don't know. I can't tell. I might have to go look at the picture because I don't know what he's holding before I paint something strange. That's cute though. It's got big, huge feet on that one. No feet on this one. Look at those shoes on that. That's so cute. So I will grind off the bottoms. Here is the olive green. Is that what it was called? Yeah, olive green. Oh, it's a girl one. With one clover there, clover here, here. So it's not like in your face shamrocky. But it's shamrocky if you want it to be. That's cute. Huh. Okay. And one more, the gauge green. This is a pretty color. They're so easy to come out. Look at that. That's definitely shamrocky. Love it. Absolutely love them. They are so adorbs. Okay, so I need to get my working hat back on, my thinking cap, and grab my pens. Something for this little darling. First, I always trim the backs first before I do anything, so I don't cut myself. And you don't want to mess up your paint job by sanding after the fact. So I always sand them down, put Resin Restore to hide those sanding marks. I like the back better. Look at those colors. I always like the backs better, but that's okay. We're going to make her pretty. And then I will get to painting them, so I'll see you in a couple minutes.
Resin on my fingers, apron tied tight. Little gnomes lined up in the ring light. Bunny ear bowl on the turning tray. Still smells like sunscreen and lake spray. Got sand on my sandals, paint on my jeans, but my heart's back out there on that water with my friends. Glitz, glitter, and grace all over this place. From a sun-kissed wake to this tiny workspace. Thank you, Jesus, for the love that you send, for viewers who turn into lifelong friends. From the bowl with tearing Lou to this desk in this glue, I see your hand in everything I do. Tara's laugh still echoing over that cove. Lou and Dawn swapping stories about the good roads we've drove. Wind in my hair as the shoreline roll by. Now it's just me and these colors, but I still taste that sky. Got a heart full of snapshots of every smile today. Each shimmer in this resin holds a memory in its way. Babe, glitz, glitter, and grace all over this place. From a sun-kissed wake to this tiny workspace. Thank you, Jesus, for the love that you send, for viewers who turn into lifelong friends, for opening the door so they welcomed us in. I see your hand in every little thing. Every swirl, every shine feels like one more little sign. You were out there on that boat, you are here in every stroke. Thank you for this channel and the hearts on the other side who'd share a perfect day and a slow sunset ride. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Glitz, glitter, and grace all over this place. From a sun-kissed wake to this tiny workspace. Thank you, Jesus, for the love that you send, for viewers who turn into lifelong friends. From the dock back home to these gnomes in a row, I see your hand.
Everything is finished. Didn't do anything to the lighter case. I did put some silver on the bunny just to highlight the ears, the back of the ears, but I really don't want to do anything else because the facets take care of all of that. So that is so cute. If you want to put like a hard-boiled egg in there on somebody's table, that would be so adorable. Put their name on it or something. I don't know. Here's the little turtles. All I did was take a paint pen, go around their shell, and put their eyes on there. That's it. Oh, I meant to put a magnet on them. I will put magnets on them before I give them away. Here's the Highland cow. I just took some pen and gave a pink bow, black horns, and a black snout. That's it for that. Oh, and I put some gold on the rest. I mean, you can kind of see. I wish the coloring behind, I wish this was on this side, but it's not. So maybe I'll try that again one of these days. Here's the little fellas. So this is the gauge green one. I kept the hat the color. I highlighted the beard in silver gilding paint and painted the jacket the hands, the nose, and the feet. So there's the one. Here's the white one. Is that a piece of glitter? Oh, it's a piece of paint I need to get off. You can get off your mistakes, and you can even seal these in with your clear spray sealer if you want to. But as you can see, once the paint is dry, it's pretty hard to get off. So I don't generally seal them. Went over the gilding paint on the beard, painted the hands, the nose, the feet. Of course, obviously, you can see what I've painted. I still don't know what that is. They show a picture of a shamrock in his hand, but this is definitely not that one. So there's no, this is like a box of some sort. So that's that one. I kept his jacket white and his hat white to match. Here's the little girl one. So I took some of the copper color gilding paint on the hat and painted the nose, the braids, the bows, you know, the whole shebang. And then this is the one I made Eastery, because it really wasn't shamrocky, so I figured why not? So pink, purple, blue, some silver, some green, and then I took some silver on the hat. And that is that one. So, like I said, better late than never, right? A little late for these, only one day late for this, but you can always get them for next year. What I do want to say, I almost forgot to tell you, I did not know this until I started painting. So it was a good mold of a 3D print, put it that way. The only reason I could figure out it was a 3D print is because all of the noses have the filament lines. Not much, just the top portion. The rest didn't have them. But as I was painting them, I like to know that when I'm buying something. I don't think anybody advertises they molded a 3D print. This was a 3D print, but like I said, everything was pretty smooth except the tops of the noses. I don't know how to get rid of filament lines, but there is a way that I've heard. Somebody had told me, Acetone, my 3D print guy actually was telling me how to get rid of filament lines because we're thinking about buying a filament printer. And he said there is a way. You can, I guess there's a sanding way. I don't know. There is ways to do it. But they did a fairly good job on these molds, except for just that very, very, very top portion of each nose. So I do want to put that out there so you guys cannot say I didn't warn you. I know some people don't like buying 3D print molds, but these are a very good version of them. So I will give them that. They did a pretty good job. If I didn't paint them, I would not have known that. Okay, well, it's time for those pictures, time to say goodbye, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle,